Okay, this is the really, really dirty secret. Okay, you talked about CPS. Our foster care system is underfunded, understaffed, and in disarray. However, if I'm a CPS person and I place a child, I will do unannounced visits, right? I'll do welfare checks at school. I'll just make sure this child's okay. Here's what happens. This is the process. Let me tell you, let me explain. So Michael Yon and Ann Vandersteel are two investigative journalists. They discovered Walmart has nothing to do with it, but two old Walmart supercenters in the small town of Brownsville, Texas, right on the southern border. One held 5,000 boys, one held 5,000 girls. Escorts, they're actually called escorts, are hired to take these children across America on flights. So, and we're talking about this, and they had a whistleblower came out. He's like 20 years old. He's taking 17-year-old girls, staying in hotels and flying them all over the world, all over the country. And this is what he says, and it's very fascinating. And it goes full circle, Epstein, etc. He said, the strange thing is every time I get assignment, I end up flying to New York or Florida. And every time that I take these children, I always end up taking them to extremely wealthy neighborhoods and homes. Why would somebody that lives in a $2 million home in Florida, higher level elites, why would they not go to local foster care and bring a child in, but will go and get some kid from Yemen or Uzbekistan that doesn't speak English, and bring him into their house? Well, the reason is because once I release that child to their sponsor, there's no follow-up. Mm-hmm. Nobody checks. I'll give you an example. Health and Human Services Director Javier Becerra, who is a buffoon, stupid, corrupt bastard, he goes in front of Congress and says, well, I try to call these people, but they won't pick up the phone, and the onus is on them to call us. No, Javier, you bastard. You just gave children to child sex traffickers and you just shrug your shoulder? That's what we're living in America. Do not think for a second that you don't have major child sex trafficking people looking at catalogs of kids and picking them out and have them delivered to you. We have no idea where they are. You're finding kids now in Lincoln. You talk about Lincoln, Nebraska. We're finding kids working in meat packing plants in Nebraska at 2 o'clock in the morning, 12 years old, cleaning up entrails. America is a sick, dying patient. Mm-hmm. We are morally bankrupt, and we are allowing the trafficking of children, and we don't do a goddamn thing about it. Not anything. Yeah. Look, I just looked at my data, okay, before I came on, just to see what the unaccompanied children and minor children, the data was. There was over 11,000 this month in October. October numbers come out late, come out like 3 weeks after. They just arrested another 11,000. 11,000, and all of them had to be pushed out in 72 hours, and then all of them under ORR had to be released. So we just pushed out another 11,000 children to be sexually brutalized in America. Let that sink in for a second.